Hello, I'm Domina de la Pie, Mistress Sasha Storm, expose. There was a lesbian bar in the neighborhood because I lived practically in the gay village in Toronto, just off Church Street and then off Sherbourne. So that was queer country in the city. And I had gone to this gay bar because they had DJs and dancing and drinks and partying. And I just liked that it was walking distance. It was like less than 10 minutes to my apartment. So I would go. My friends would be going there as well, and especially those who lived nearby. It's like the neighborhood pub or something, a cafe, except it was, I guess perhaps by day it was a restaurant, I don't know, but at night it was this nightclub, dance club, small venue, and a bit of fun. I was there that night and I met someone, but it wasn't like a romantic thing. It was just, she liked to talk, I liked to talk, we spoke just really easily. The conversation flowed, so I liked her, but I wasn't like into her in any other way but platonic. It seemed that after a while, because she ended up walking me home. I live close. We stood outside my place talking for so long, well over an hour, like close to 2 hours. I said, I have to go up. I'm very tired. By then it's like 3 a.m. and it's so late for her to be getting home, and she didn't live nearby. So I offered her I had a nice silk couch with down feathers that she could sleep on that and be terrorized by my cat. I did massages and domination out of there. There was a massage table, I remember. She also stayed there for 3 days till all my food was finished and I had to go out and buy more food. Oh, but before that, right before we went to get more food, I realized that we'd eaten and drank everything that I had, and she pulls out from her purse 3 or 4 these Jamaican pastry things. What are they called? Come on, man. What are they called? Patties. I think they were vegan or vegetarian patties. And that's what we ate. But, I don't really like patties. I was hungry. I ate them. And then I was really kind of it opened my appetite. Also, we've been smoking and smoked all of my stuff. And what she had, you never know with these people, because they will smoke and eat and drink all of yours while they have theirs intact, and they won't share theirs. What a shitty way to learn how the world is, how people are, how if you are in the spirit of generosity and you give because it feels good to share. Someone's happy to receive it. You like to see the person happy, right? You like to be happy. You know what it's like to be happy. But unfortunately, there are many people who don't have no idea what happiness is. And so they resent yours if you are happy and freely giving. They think something's wrong with you. They want to take advantage of that. And they want to punish you because how dare you have and they don't. They lack and you don't. And it's you don't understand. What I have, you would place no value in it until you see me using it, and then you will see you have to be shown. It seems third eye, come on, wakey. We were hanging out. It was my friends always came over and never wanted to leave. That's how hospitable I used to be. I've changed a lot. I've had to, because people will take advantage. They never know, when it's enough. They never know when enough is enough. They'll dry you. They'll drain you dry with no conscience. But only if you let them. And I let them. because they're happy. But you realize the time comes when you have to put a stop to nonsense and assness. Say enough is enough and straighten it out. I think in my case, I took too long to do that. It's no longer the case now. Now I'm so fierce that it's scary. I was called scary in the past. I wasn't. I am now. She was hanging around because she was thinking, I guess she was trying to figure out ways, or try to figure out ways how to get me to, have sex with her. Can we say that? It's just at my age, I have to ask permission whether I could say this or that word. Welcome to Toronto, Canada. This just in Castro. This just in Castro. I think it was the last day that she was there. She woke up and showered and dried off. But I had always towels because I did the massages and I needed to have towels for clients. And she was getting ready because I wanted to go to the market to get more food. And she was getting ready to, because you've been in my home for like 3 days now. 3-4 days now. So, let's get out. Let's get the place out and you get out. Go home. Where do you have to go? Like, I'm getting a little tired of you now. Ay, you don't have a clue. Like, if I have to tell you, that's why I don't like to tell you. Because I get nasty. Because it's like, you're obviously clueless. Then I don't give a rat's. So, and she was kind of like, I guess, really thirsty on the last day. She was thirsty throughout, but especially on the last day. She took so long to shower and dry herself off. And she came to where I had my massage table. She put her oils and a coconut or cocoa butter or whatever. And there's black girl stuff. Those types of black girls. Because cocoa butter, I just started using not that long ago. I wish I had used it sooner. I like the shea butter a little better. It's just easier to deal with, to handle, to work with. I don't have to work so hard to get the shea butter to do its thing. But the cocoa butter, oh my God, it's raw. So it solidifies. Well, there she was, this Jezebel all over her hair. She was rubbing and rubbing. Rubbing and rubbing. Just rub. Stroking, stroke, rub and stroking, rub and stroke, caressing, all over her body with lotions and potions, oil, and she's just, I guess, very sensually touching herself. And I have absolutely no interest. I mean, if it wasn't rude, I'd yawn. Because I knew what she was up to, what she was after. I wasn't interested. Now, nothing wrong with her. It's just she wasn't really my type. But in addition to it, something happened that really kind of, I learned about her. Because I want to get to know people as I get a little more mature. And I learned about her that she had been a youth worker. She called me one day. They were having recreation in the gym with the teenage boys. She was there as one of the instructors or whatever is her title. And it's a government-funded program. And she tells me how there's this young boy there of about 14 or 15. And she was really into him, like inappropriately. And I was like, why would you, were you crazy? Isn't it your job you are the one in command. You are the one in authority. And you kind of cross these boundaries. She tried to, to her it was not a big deal. And that scared the heck out of me. I said, I guess I was supposed to learn that, it's not only men or even only gay men who are predatory towards our young teen lads. There could be a young black woman, community worker, working at community center, being there supervising children at risk, coming from disadvantaged backgrounds, and there she is thinking sexually. And that's why I speak today, not necessarily against LGBTQ community, because I don't believe they're all, are they all this way? They don't give a shit? NAMBLA, North American Man-Boy Love Association, something like that. I don't know. I find some of this disturbing, okay? And I've spoken about this before, but I don't know, I did not know at the time how to handle. I was in shock, for one, and for me to learn that was she not self-aware? Like, it just the fact that she would even call me and tell me as though I'm supposed to participate with her in this, her being aroused in the presence of this child that is under her care and supervision. It's heartbreaking. We have to protect the children. Don't be too quick to rush them into things. Look at society. Look at the children. I've been listening to drill music lately, and wow, I can't take any more of listening to it. I even went to UK because I love the UK rappers. Or I used to. I love their. It's just a different and refreshing change from the usual. And so I went to listen to the UK drill as well. And I was liking it, but it's still, it turns out to be the same stuff. It's negativity and destructive and violent and, this gangster lifestyle and murder. And, we've had enough of that. It's time for balance. We require this balance, a shift to bring it back to a place where we can live, okay, without this fear. They are setting our boys to terrorize us because ultimately we are the ones most terrorized by them. They call it black on black crime. So here these boys in the streets, they take it to the studio, they take it on the mic, and I love to see them doing this thing, but unfortunately they take a lifestyle of selling drugs and doing the trafficking of who knows what, and it becomes infused into the music. It's bringing a demonic quality and essence and energy of the evil. And so that's what happens when there are children being born who are not receiving the proper, apart from the supervision, the love, the nurture, the nature, attention, affection, love, and peace. So what's wrong with me, right? I believe that I started to become the way I am when I realized people always wanted to have sex, and then we'd have sex, and I'd feel so empty afterwards, because for me to have sex with someone, there's got to be a connection more than just a physical, more than just a lust. It's just so, to me, meaningless, empty, and it would make me feel more alone, more lonely, more sad, more depressed, more anxiety. So I preferred to not have that, because I've had what is called love. I've given, I received love, and I broke the heart of my love. That was a great love, and I messed it up for some dumb bitch who turned out to be a cheater, Taurus, a sex fiend, and always accusing me of cheating while she was cheating the whole time. That's the ultimate in cruelty, a mean and nasty biatch. And so you have betrayal, and you betray. You get on the seesaw, up, down, topsy-turvy world, and hopefully you come out on the other side, having learned a few things, so that you can now proceed with more positivity and light. And that's where I feel like I'm bright, the everlasting light of the eternal flame. C'est moi, child of source. I don't say I'm God. I'm called goddess. I don't really accept it. There's a man pursuing me. He filled my DMs with this more. All these guys send me the flowery greetings every day. They're showing such devotion, but I don't understand why they do that. Because, and I wonder, but I don't want to waste my time to even ask them, why do they send me like they're courting me? And like, are you courting me? If so, how many of us, how many others are you sending the same messages to every day? And I know you just had a baby. You told me your baby is 3 months old. I somehow intuitively figured or guessed that I didn't know I was even guessing. I just said, you have a daughter. And he said, how do you know that? How do you know? I said, you told me. You told me you have a daughter. He said, I never told you I have a daughter. I said, well, where would I get that from? In my mind, I was convinced you have a daughter. And I just assumed you would tell me, because who else would tell me? You're the only person I'm talking to. And so he said, well, I never told you, but I do have a daughter. I said, really? Wow. How old is she? I think she's someone old, right? Because he's 48. And he says, she's 3 months. She's 3 months old. 3 months, very young. And I said, then why are you talking to me? Why the hell are you talking to me? You should be talking to the mother of your 3-month-old baby, your baby mama. Although in his case, I'm going to give it to him. He's not a reckless nigger. He's actually a man who is 48 and mature, and he's doing his thing, and he's taking, according to him, right? He's taking care of his child, and sends to assist the mother, who is not where he is. They're in different countries, but that's another story. I'm gonna stop. Listen, I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Azure Storm. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment or not. It's all good. Good night.